What's up, everyone? This is Roy with Stage Left, your guide to live music venues. So today I wanted to talk about the Echoplex that's in Los Angeles, California. So this video is to basically help anyone that is attending a show at this venue, just to give you kind of like heads up, some tips, and just basically a review of what this venue is like when going into it. First things first is parking. So when it comes to parking, there really isn't that much you can park at. There's no really structure at the Echoplex. So if you are driving an hour plus, like myself, the last time I did go to the Echoplex, it's best if you just park in the neighborhoods near it. There's a decent amount of parking you can. It's maybe about like a 5-minute walk. I know for me, when I parked there, I parked next to a school, and it was about like a 5-minute walk to the venue. So just be mindful of that. So if you're traveling far to go see an artist that's playing at the Echoplex, just be mindful that your best bet really is neighborhood parking. But if you can Uber or Lyft, that's the better option, but just be mindful of for that when it comes to parking. And then second thing I wanted to talk about was the rules. So the rules, you can really only bring in a bag that is 12 inches by 12 inches. Anything larger than that, you're not allowed to bring in. You're also not allowed to bring in backpacks, outside beverages, camelbacks, drugs, obviously, professional recording equipment at all, lighters, pacifiers, dust masks, eye drops, markers, balloons, chairs, posters, stuffed animals or dolls. So if you want to give the artist a stuffed animal, if they're obsessed with them, unfortunately, they're going to not let you bring those in. And yeah, those are the stuff you can't really bring in. But other than that, you can, like I said, just bring in that bag that's bigger than 12 inches by 12 inches. And yeah, so just be mindful of that when you're preparing to go see the artist at the Echoplex. Seating is the next thing I wanted to talk about. So the seating itself is general admission. So it's standing only, first come, first serve. For me personally, I am the type of person, if it's general admission all across the board, I'm the person that likes to get there shortly after the doors open. I'm not the person to camp 8+ hours out for an artist. I like to chill in the back. That's my vibe, my speed. So the venue itself, it's pretty spacious for how intimate it is. There is certain areas where you can sit, which is really nice, but the downfall with that is that the places where you do sit, you don't really have that good of a view of the stage. But I will say that the stage is kind of elevated, which is really nice about this venue. So there is certain seated sections where you can sit where you can see the artist, but you just don't see the whole stage with those seated things because they're more to the sides of the venue. But there's also areas where you can put a drink and you can kind of like kneel your elbow on, which is pretty cool. And then there's also like a VIP area that's for artists VIP. I don't think there's a way you can buy VIP passes for that, but you just have to know the artist or know someone or organizer. But it's pretty small. There's a nice disco ball and it's just small across the board. And it's not really narrow. There's no mogul room in the back. So if you like me are in the back and want to chill, it's great. I did talk to security and they said that they normally don't pack it to where you're just scrunched the whole entire time. The show that I did go to was completely sold out and there was a lot of room in the back where you can just vibe and chill out. You might not be able to see, but if you're back there to vibe, listen to the music and see the lights. And then when it comes to drinks, so drinks, they had a selection. They had beers, they had, a full bar. They also had coffee, which was a first that I've seen in a while, which was nice. It's basically just a cold brew, but coffee, they sell it there, which was awesome. And just, your Stellas, your beers, your IPAs, Truly, sodas, waters, that good stuff. When it comes to snacks, just don't be prepared to come hungry to this event. So I would highly suggest either eating right before or eating afterwards and treating yourself, either or. The food situation at this venue is just basically chips. So like they sell Oreo Thins, they sell kettle cooked chips, peanut M&Ms, small snack candies like that if you end up getting hungry. And yeah, but overall, it's a great intimate venue. And just not to confuse everyone, this is the Echoplex. I know that there's a separate venue called the Echo. So it is a 2-story building. The Echo is at the very top of the building, which is much more intimate than the Echoplex. The Echoplex is much bigger, but just letting y'all know, this is about the Echoplex itself. So yeah, overall, the venue is awesome. And again, if you're going there to chill, vibe out, it's also great. But if you want to get a good view, I highly suggest getting there when the doors do open. And just be mindful also that when you are mapping it, especially with Apple Maps, I use Apple Maps a lot, it'll take you to the back of the venue. So there is a front facing one where it has the sign of like, oh, so-and-so is playing and it's sold out. That's not where you enter. You're going to enter in the back. So on Apple Maps, when you Google or you map it from your destination, it's going to take you to the back of the arena where you do have to scan your tickets and go through security, just as a heads up with that. So if you don't see anyone out in front, just be mindful of that. But yeah, just thought, like I said, this video was just to help anyone that's going to a show at the Echoplex and just wanting some more insight as far as like the parking situation or what time to get there and things like that. So yeah, I hope this video is helpful for anyone out there, and just make sure to hit the subscribe button. I will be reviewing more venues soon. And yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, happy concert going, festival going, all the good stuff.